Orion noticed the number of beings roaming the sky had begun to grow. A subtle tension rose in his chest. It was clear the divines were about to give instructions for the first trial. He turned, hoping JS and Arfson would hurry. But before he could finish that thought, the two emerged, seemingly out of nowhere. To his surprise, JS was helping Arfs walk, offering his shoulder for support. Arfs was clearly struggling, his left foot dragging slightly. Orion rushed to them. "What happened? Are you okay, Alfs?" JS chuckled. "His name is Arfs. Not Alpsh, though." Orion ignored the jab and knelt beside Arfs, inspecting the ankle. His expression darkened at the sight of fresh and old bruises encircling it. Without a word, he helped JS ease Arfs onto a nearby rock. From a short distance away, Lillian watched silently, her thoughts sharp and bitter. "Here we go. He can't even walk. We're supposed to fight for our lives? What were the divines thinking, bringing him here?" Orion looked back at Arfs. "What happened?" Arfs hesitated, then answered, voice low. "I don't know. I just woke up and the chain felt heavier than usual." "Use your healing power for now," Orion urged. "We'll find a real solution soon. Don't bother with me." Arfs muttered, "You can all leave me behind. I don't mind." Orion's eyes blazed with quiet anger, but JS spoke first, firm yet gentle. "We can't do that," he said, then added softly, "Just stay put for now." Lillian rolled her eyes and thought, "We can't do that, he says. Now he's lumping me in with his nonsense. The JS really is a pain." She folded her arms, inwardly plotting. "I'll wait until someone from the divines shows up. Maybe I'll talk to them privately. Make my case. Fair solution might still be possible." Her eyes glinted with cunning hope, but her thoughts were interrupted by the emergence of Bench and his two ram-horned demon companions from the nearby forest. Bench approached the group with slow, deliberate steps. Once he stopped before them, he spoke abruptly, his tone dripping with disdain. "Your first trial is decided. Here's what you need to do." But before he could finish, Lillian interrupted with honeyed words and graceful poise. "I think you should know. Arfs here is unable to walk. What options do we have now, in light of this?" Bansh's gaze softened as he looked at Lillian, admiration flickering in his eyes. But when he turned to Arfs, his face twisted with disgust. "That ties in perfectly with your first exam," he said coldly. "Your task is to break his chain. Yes, that's your first trial." Lillian's eyes widened in disbelief, her jaw falling slightly. Orion frowned, skeptical, while JS burst out, "Wait, isn't that chain from the divines themselves? Wouldn't breaking it anger them?" "If the three of you can actually break it," Banch said impatiently, "then the divines are satisfied with that." Orion pressed further. "So if we manage to break it, does that mean Arfs can finally leave this place without the chain?" Banch laughed, a deep, unsettling sound that caused the rings around his bloated belly to ripple. "Confident, aren't you? If weaklings like you can actually free him, and if he survives the trial, then sure, he walks out without it. Orion's face lit with determination, but Lillian looked distraught. And if we fail to break it? She asked nervously. Then you all fail. And if you fail, you vanish. Banch replied coldly. You only leave when you pass the trials, not before. Arfs clenched his fists. His voice trembled with frustration. Why are you doing this to them? If you want me dead, just do it. I'm not resisting. Don't make them suffer for me. Banch didn't even glance his way. His gaze returned to Lillian, his tone now almost flirtatious. That's a lovely necklace you're wearing, if I'm not mistaken. The vial you carry contains the deadliest poison on Earth. Kills instantly, doesn't it? Lillian lifted her chin, a sly smile spreading across her face. It does, she said proudly. Orion, now seething, restrained himself. He could sense Banch's veiled threats, but he knew they needed clarity. Keeping his tone calm, he asked, Then what exactly are the steps we must follow? Are there instructions or tips we should know before we begin?